Welcome to the Punxsutawney Area Historical and Genealogical Society's YouTube website. I'm Bill Depp Hutchinson, and I'm a transplant to the area. My wife is Cindy Depp Hutchinson. She's a local and has been an ambassador for the town for many years. I'd just like to introduce our channel. We're going to start with a lot of interviews. We'd like to have people and places who are of interest to local, and kind of think of it as a Foxfire type program where amateurs asked the folks about their life in Appalachia, and we'd like to do that for our little town here in Punxsutawney. We have very deep roots here. We go back to the Native Americans who named the town after the tiny sandflies that can be so very annoying in the summertime, and all the way up to the present day. I'd like to see us be able to focus on some of the items that are either too big or too bulky to display, or things that are really delicate and small that can't always be out on display. Besides the fact that we have limited space, and I'd like to showcase a lot of items that might not get a chance to see light of day for many years. We'd also like to interview some of the people who are a real part of making Punxsutawney a town where kids can grow and learn, and where the family is important to everyone. I'm coming to you right now from the Tibby Memorial Library at the Society. This is a room where a lot of research can be done related to genealogy. And if you have any questions or thoughts about genealogy, please don't hesitate to contact our staff. They'd be glad to help you and share what we know already and what maybe we can help you find. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, we're going to start here. This is Graham Depp. She is the proud designer, of Phantastic Phil Firemen, and we're going to talk a little bit about what went into actually making it happen. And this is a scrapbook that the makers and all contributed pieces to so that we could remember it good.
It's a picture of the family.
Yeah, this is a picture of the whole family when we were getting ready to make it there.
Alright, what's on here?
And then the next one, that's Nance Finley and Jeff Marshall.
He is the designer.
He's the designer. He's passed away now. Nance is a local artist, and she's still in town. They both worked for Disney for a while, and had a lot of experience with designing props and trying to get the paint to stick to them. And
Yeah. I don't see too much on that page.
I think they were working in...
Is that Nancy's house back there, or what?
That was where they were working on it, I think, in the
Up
parking
in
lot.
Or up in...
Yeah, she had... It starts out all white.
Yeah.
It's a totally white fiberglass. And then Nance and Jeff came up with a design for it to work with what our thoughts were. And we'll... Oh, yeah, here.
There's an idea.
Here, this one. Oh, yeah, here.
There's an idea.
Plans. This one is one of the original plans we had for it. And they had to take his arms off, I guess. Oh, yeah. Look, Mom, no arms. All right, and then they kind of rebuilt it back.
Okay.
Oh, they added pieces so that he would have his mustache. Pap used to have a mustache, and we wanted to keep that as part of his memorial here.
How's Nancy working?
She was working with fiberglass to layer on extra details and to give him his coat.
There was Jeff with his shoes.
Yeah, so that they would look like firemen's things. Lots of paint and layers. And the fireman's axe,
Yeah.
that was a harder thing to do.
Yeah.
Because being it wasn't quite part of the fiberglass, it was more delicate with it. But they molded the plastic and resins to make bigger hands with gloves on them. Too many cooks spoil the stew. Ha ha ha. And they used rasps and other things to file things down and make it lay on right. Undercoating the colors so that it would have more depth to it also was needed. And then they tried, they had to lay him down to work on parts of him too because they couldn't really reach him. He is almost, about 6 foot tall?
He's the least, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then they were going to make a little baby because, got to rescue babies when you go to fires. So, Jeff pretending he's the baby that got caught. Putting lots of lettering on.
Yeah, everything takes time. It has to dry before you can go to the next step, mostly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a baby.
It's a very stylistic baby. So how'd we decide on the name for the baby?
We had a contest.
Mm-hmm.
And people were supposed to submit a name for him. And Ruth Wren came up with the word jammers.
Yeah.
And that spells the kids' names.
Jared, Alec, Michael, Elizabeth, Rebecca, and Sarah Jane.
Yeah.
Hey, there, I got them all.
And there's pretty much the finishing, huh?
Who are those kids?
They're all Pap's grandchildren.
Yes.
And there's some fireman stickers on the back of his hat. And Central's logo is in the middle of his chest. Almost finished. And then he went and got a really nice clear coat on him. There we go. And they had to... and this was when they were doing the unveiling. They had to wrap him up like he was...
Yeah, because we hauled him on a trailer or something, and then we...
Oh, through town.
Yeah.
Yeah, during one of the parades, fireman parade, of course.
Yeah.
He was on a flatbed.
Yeah.
And the kids got to ride along with him, along with Nance and Jeff. Looks like that's even me in there. My. Okay. All on there. And then, yeah. He's all decked out. My.
Oh, we all know that guy.
Yeah, there's Mickey Mouse. He's one of the good players. And they're riding under the trestle bridge, and then he gets to his pedestal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Doesn't want to come apart there.
And what was the surprise that Jeff and Nance had for us when we got to see his unveiling? They added a characteristic of my dad. We didn't know they picked up on and put in it.
Oh.
I have no idea.
Tell us. Oh, the big eyebrows.
The Yosemite Sam
that's
eyebrows.
the end of the
they
baby.
picked up on from the picture.
Yeah.
We didn't know they were going to put on it.
Yep. And so the title plate says Fireman Phil, Nance Finley, Jeff Marshall,
let me read
artist.
this early page here. It's, where'd it go to?
You want to go backwards or forwards?
In between. No, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It says, in a little town in central Pennsylvania, there lives a lovable little groundhog known around the world as the weather procrastinator of all weather procrastinators, Punxsutawney Phil. In the year 2004, Phil's hometown decided to honor him with 30 statues of himself, placing these throughout the borough of Punxsutawney for all to enjoy. These fiberglass statues, or Phantastic Phils as they are lovingly called, were designed and fabricated from a mold made by the Theme Factory in central Pennsylvania. All the white Phantastic Phil's fiberglass statues were
So they wouldn't fall over while they were working on them. And, oh my gosh, it was just. And they had it up. They had them up in DuBois in somebody's garage up there.
Yeah, for space to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're big.
Yeah, they are. They are
this
big.
takes some real space to work.
It isn't something you hold in your hand.
Yep.
But I don't know. Afterwards, we had Jeff and Nancy up for a barbecue. And that was a lot of fun. Just talking to them and listening to their stories of working for Walt Disney and stuff like that. It's, for somebody from the nobody town, it's amazing.
To have a chance to work there.
Yeah.
And that's where they learned all these techniques of working with the fiberglass and creating stuff from basically nothing.
Yeah.
A little bit of dreaming and talking and pictures, and they create things that we could enjoy.
Yeah, and I don't know how many statues are around now.
They've added another
Quite a
10,
lot,
I think.
yeah.
So, yeah. Now he has a nice little kind of teepee over top of him to protect him from the weather because the snow was starting to cause the paint to peel off prematurely.
Oh, and he was sitting facing the west mostly, where all the weather comes from.
Yeah,
So he was starting
even though
to-
he's kind of in a protected spot,
Yeah.
it wasn't as protected as we thought it would be.
So that was that.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. Well, thank you for trying this with us, okay?
Okay.